What's going on? It's Nate. I'm back with another video. I'm sorry it's another truck talk. I promise you we will be switching it up here shortly. But right now my focus isn't exactly on YouTube, so I'm making it work and, you know, still trying to find a way to put content out. So anyways, today's topic is doing the illogical. All right, and this is one of my favorite things to talk about. So do the illogical. What do I mean? I mean that what you did yesterday and what you are supposed to do tomorrow do not matter. Okay, you can completely change your life, and right now you can be a firefighter, and tomorrow you could be, you know, a pilot. Now, obviously, it takes time to get there, but like I'm just saying, it doesn't matter what you were in the past. Like for me, I have a mobile detailing business, right? I'm out there in the 115-degree weather in the summer, busting my butt to make money, right? And I made a decision, I'm going to make money online. And guess what? Now I'm making money online. And that is, if you talk about one extreme to another, that is a pretty good example. And if I would have just been like, oh no, I'm a detailer, oh no, I'm a detailer, because that is what happened to me for a long time. I put myself back in that box for a long time. And then, you know what they say, or I forget who says it, but you can't break out of a prison if you don't know you're in one. And that's pretty much what it was for me. I didn't realize I had put myself in this box. So you're never going to break out of the box that you don't even realize you're in. And so once I realized, I was like, I can do better than this. I can do more than this. I can, you know, this isn't even what I want to do. Like, why am I doing this? And it's like, in your back of your head, you're like, oh, well, it's because you're a detailer. But it's like, well, guess what? Before I was a detailer, I wasn't a detailer. Before I was a detailer, I was not a detailer, right? I had to become one. So I'm going to become something else, right? It doesn't matter what I was before. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to make money online. I'm going to swing trade. You know, I've been doing that for a while, but I never committed to it. So I was like, I'm going to swing trade full time. That's going to be my income. Guarantee it. And I said, I'm going to start social media. I'm going to post videos. I'm going to build a personal brand. I'm going to have mentorships and courses where I can help people grow and help people make money. And that is the complete opposite of what the life I've been living, right? Literally the opposite. But that's a prime example of what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what you have been doing. It doesn't matter what you have a degree in. It doesn't matter what you've done your whole life. I don't care. You can wake up tomorrow and be a whole new person. All you have to do is decide to be a whole new person. Like, that's literally what it comes down to. The only precedent for having is deciding. That's literally it. Whatever you decide on, you're gonna get. The only way you don't is if you give up on it and you don't really want it. But if you decide on something you want and you hold that image in your mind, you are already moving in that direction. You are the only one stopping you with your limiting beliefs. Your beliefs, your habits are what control you. So you have to break these habits. You have to ask yourself, what habits do I have to make to become the person I want to become? I want to be a social media person, right? I want to be an influencer, whatever. I want to be a swing trader. So what am I doing every single day? I'm trading in the stock market. I'm studying the stock market. I'm helping other people study the stock market. I'm making social media content. I'm doing everything in my power every single day to become the person I want to be. And it takes time. It takes effort because most likely you're not already the person you want to be, right? So you're going to have to change. You're going to have to change years and years and years of habits. But it's like, you can't try to think it through. You can't sit here and be like, well, if I do this, and then I do this, and then I do that, then it would work out. It's never going to be the perfect time. It's never going to be the perfect time. You're going to say, oh, well, once this happens, I'll do it. And then that will happen, and you'll have a whole nother reason on why you can't start it yet. So you have to just, sometimes, this is why the most successful people, sometimes you just have to be stupid. Like, literally just stupid. Like, calculatedly stupid. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Like, you have to know what you want, know that what you are doing is getting you there, but you can't care about what could go wrong. If I sat here and I was like, well, if I post this video, this could happen, and this could happen, and this could happen, and this can happen, and if I'm mentoring people about stocks, what if this happens and this happens? But guess what? You're never going to do anything. You're never going to change. You're going to be the same person your whole entire life. Because what if? None of those things are probably ever going to happen. That's just your mind's way of keeping you in the same spot, because that's what's comfortable. So sometimes you just have to figure out what you want. I don't care how stupid it is. For me, right, moving down south in the middle to the end of this year, right, you could consider that to be stupid, because I could stay here, I could be detailing, I could be making a bunch of money to put in my account, And then it's like, well, why are you going to move, pay more rent, and not have the business, right? So you could say that's stupid, right? You could be like, oh, that's so stupid. You could be here making way more money. No, because I know I'm going to be making a stupid amount more once I move. And I'm making money online. And I'm helping other people make money online. Because guess what? If you help other people make money, you're going to make money. So that's kind of what it comes down to. You have to just know what you want and realize that God's got you. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how stupid it is. Like, it doesn't matter how unrealistic or illogical it is. Now, you can't force it. Like, there's a balance between believing in it and forcing it. But, like, you have to just be illogical. Like, if last year, if in November, you told me I was not going to be in school, I was going to be moving down south, I was a swing trader, I was making YouTube videos every day, I was making stuff on TikTok, I would have said, what are you talking about, right? That's not anything I'm doing, right? Because I had to do the illogical. I dropped out of school with a full scholarship. That is illogical to most people. But guess what? School wasn't taking me where I wanted to go. It was taking my time. And I'm not going to school, and I still don't have enough time. I work from 4 in the morning until 10 p.m. or later. And I still don't have enough time. Imagine if I was wasting it on school, right? So you have to understand that, like, you need to figure out what you want, what works for you, and go for it. I don't care how stupid it might seem to other people. I don't care what other people are going to say. I don't care about what your friends might think. I don't care, because it doesn't matter. You only live one life here. Are you going to live your life hoping other people don't make fun of you? Hoping that you never have a bad day? Hoping that you never fail? No. You got to find a goal that gets you so fired up that you don't care if you fail. That's what happened to me. I said, I don't care if I fall down to 0. I'm going for this, right? I don't care if I lose it all. I'm doing this. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to make it work. Because when you make a committed decision like that, guess what? It's going to work. By law, it has to. Because you made a decision. And because you made a decision, you're thinking about it. What you think about moves into form. Like, it sounds stupid. It sounds like, it sounds like I'm just making this stuff up. But that's literally the way it works. Like, when you make a committed decision, and it's going to happen, it may not be on the timing you want, but it will happen. A lot of the things you're experiencing now, you once planted those seeds, but you don't even remember it. That's why people don't realize that this is the way the world works. So it's like, you have to just figure out what you want. I don't care how stupid it is. I don't care if you're riding a bicycle and you're telling me you want a Lamborghini. I don't care. Because if you hold that image in your mind and you are thinking about it all day long and you are moving in the direction of that Lamborghini, you're gonna get the Lamborghini. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna get it. Like, that's what it comes down to. Because if someone threatened you and was like, oh, if you don't make 10K this month, then I'm gonna run you over with my car going 100 miles per hour, you'd probably find a way to make 10K. Am I right? Yeah, exactly. So it's not a matter of can you, it's a matter of, do you really want it? Do you really want to do it? Because you're the only one stopping you. You're the only one talking yourself out of it. You're the only one not taking the actions. Like, it's all you. And when I say you, I'm talking about myself too. I'm just meaning in general. Like, you are ultimately in control of your life, because your habits are what determine your results, and you can create new habits that will take you to your new results. It's a simple game, but you have to work backwards. You have to figure out what you want. I want to make this much money. Okay, well, what can I do to earn this? I need to sell this for, if I want to make 10K a month, I need to sell 1,000. I need to sell 10 products for $1,000. What can I sell for $1,000 that will provide over $1,000 of value to whoever buys it, right? You have to be working backwards, because you can figure it out. Money's everywhere. There's millions of people that have millions of dollars waiting to give you money if your idea is good enough. That's what you have to understand. You have to think of it like there's an imaginary bank account above your head, and it has infinite money. And it's just awaiting transfer to you as you produce, as you provide value, because it's a law of compensation. You're compensated based on the value you provide. So if you're providing value, you're going to get compensated. It may not all happen at once. You may be doing it for free for a while. I guarantee you, you will get compensated, because for every action, there's a reaction. Like, I don't know, like, there's no better way I can say it. Like, you just have to go balls to the wall on whatever you want. You have to be obsessed with it. You have to want it so bad. I don't even know, like, it's a Saturday night. I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna go do for fun. And I know you might be like, oh, well, that sounds miserable. I don't care, because I am so focused. This is what I want to do. I can see this vision in my mind, and when I'm taking actions that are taking me away from that, I don't feel very good about it. And I'm not saying I don't have fun. I'm not saying I don't, still enjoy my life. But I'm just saying, like, my life, like, you have to have a goal, because then you have, like, a center point, and you are focused on getting there. And every day you can ask yourself, what am I doing to get there? Because if you're not doing anything in the present moment to get to where you want to go, you're never going to get there. Never, ever, ever. You have to take actions every single day to take you there. So when people get mad because their results aren't changing, but guess what? Their actions are the exact same they've been. How do you expect anything to change? If you're staying the same, your results are going to stay the same. If you change inside, if you change who you are inside, your results will change. But if you don't change the actions, if you don't change the mind, your results are never going to change. And that's what it comes down to. And it's going to be a weird process. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be nervous. Your mind's going to try to talk you out of it. But you have to understand that that is what your mind is doing, and just overcome that. Just be like, I know exactly what's going on, right? My mind's trying to talk me out of this because it's unfamiliar, but this is what I want to do. I'm doing it. I don't care. That's what you have to do. That's what I do. When I'm getting uncomfortable, when I'm about to do something that I've never done, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. My mind's like, oh, well, do you really need to do this? Do you really need to do this? Oh, is this the best idea? What if this happens? What if this happens? And I just say, whatever, I'm going to try it. And then you just do it. And guess what? It always works out. It's never going to go, it never goes the way your mind tries to tell you. So I don't want to go too long, because I have an hour drive, and I know I can talk for the whole hour, but yeah, that's the ultimate thing, is you just have to be illogical. Like that, I know it sounds crazy, but you just have to not think about it, right? When you start a new business, you don't be like, okay, well, first, before I figure out how to do it, I need to make a website, I need to open an LLC, I need to do this. No, freaking start the business tomorrow. Do the business, whatever it is. If you, like, for me, I started detailing cars. I didn't even have the supplies, and I was already booking clients. That's what it comes down to. I texted people, hey, I'm detailing cars. These are my prices. Let me know if you want it. I didn't even have a single bottle of soap in my garage at that time. Like, that's what you have to do. Do the business, and then figure out the logistics after. Because if you sit here and you're like trying to figure out all the logistical things, you're never going to figure it out, because you don't know. You've never done it. And then you're the fire's gonna fizzle out, and then in like a year you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that thing I almost did, but yeah, I didn't do it. I wonder where that would be if I would have committed to it. And like that's what I'm trying to say, is like, you just gotta go. Like, I got the idea to have a mentorship for one-on-one to help people with mindset and trading. I made a video that same day announcing it. I didn't even know the name at the time, right? But I was like, I'm doing this, right? I know I can provide the value. I know I can help people. I know I can change their life. So I'm not going to wait on this idea. I'm not going to let it, fizzle away. I'm going to take action on it. So I immediately put it into action. I made a video, just a rough announcement. This is what I'm doing. Now I'm working on actually creating the group, creating everything that it includes, creating an actual course on the trading program. And so it's like, you just have to go for it. Just start taking action, because you don't know how to do it until you've done it. That's the truth of the matter. You don't know how to do it until you've done it. So if you're trying to figure it out before you start, you're never going to start, because you don't know how to figure it out. Like, that's literally what it is. So if you're trying to, like, plot out your whole life, like, oh, like, I find myself doing this because I'm moving, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, by this time I'll have this much money and I'll be able to do this with this. And then I just tell myself, what am I doing? I'm going to be fine. I'm going to figure it out. I've always figured it out. I've always been fine. Why am I tripping, right? That's what you have to do. I'm not saying to be stupid. I'm not saying to go put your money on black and gamble. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, just have faith that you're going to be fine and you'll be fine. If you're worrying about the money's going to run from you. So that's why I tell myself, I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, anytime I start stressing, oh, well, what if what if the market's not doing good, and then I move, and then I'm paying for all this stuff? I'll figure it out. I'll be fine. Right? That's what that's the mindset you have to have, and you'll figure it out. You'll be fine. That's literally how it works. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to cut it here before I yap any longer. But make sure to subscribe, like the video, and follow all my social medias at Nate K. Hogue on TikTok and X, and then at Nate Hogue with 2 E's and 2 G's on Instagram. So yeah, make sure to follow those. I post shorter form content, and then I'll be posting a lot more about trading on all my platforms. But the market's not too hot right now, so there's not a whole lot of action to post about. But I'll still try to like kind of post about the strategy, and I know some of you guys are interested in that. So yeah, so make sure to subscribe. Be back tomorrow with another video, and have a great weekend.